Hello, 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 and welcome to our Love Magic chat. I am your host, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, and practitioner of Love Magic for the majority of my life. I started young, what can I tell you? I started reading this stuff back in the 80s, yeah, when I was a teenager. Denning and Phillips. Oh my God, what were their name? Husband. Oh, Gavin and Yvonne Frost, because why start with the light stuff? Then along came Scott Cunningham, and then eventually Lori Cabot, Power of the Witch. By that point, I was already a young adult, way young adult. So I've been studying mythology and all that stuff my whole life, but the practice of magic in particular has been quite the journey, and one I will be glad to share with you tonight. We're going to do our usual order of things, I guess, itinerary, schedule, whatever you want to call it. We're going to chill for a little bit, a little schmooze time until 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, at which point we will make a wish, because that's just something we started doing. Someone who was in the room a lot, Dee Hansel, her name is, came up with that, 11, make a wish. I mean, a lot of us knew it beforehand. Me in particular, long story there. And then we'll say a little prayer, a little opening prayer. Chat for a bit about Love Magic, and then does my hair look at and ladies and gentlemen, Meow Doll Faces in the room. Yeah. Then we'll do a little magic, a little prayer, a little meditation. I actually gave a mantra. I'm so used to Sanskrit mantras. It's the work of Matt Kahn that's got me using English words for mantra, which, there's an old school part of me that's like, oh, whatever. So our mantra for tonight, which we are going to play with quite a bit in terms of the structure and changing the words, is I want to feel the love I want. But you could also make that I intend to feel the love I want, or I want to feel the love I desire, or I want to feel the bliss I desire. So I'm always good with a plug-in spell. So fill in the blanks, like magic Mad Libs. But we'll have fun tonight. I mean, the moon is in Virgo. Where is he? Where is he? I've got my Dionysus God doll here. Thank you, Shaylee.com. One of my, I don't know that she was ever my student. Her mother was, but I kind of sort of watched her grow up years at a time would go by. Hello, Lavola. Oh, thank you. I love that. Yeah. Hi, Grace. Hi. How is everybody? My ladies. We are going to be talking about Love Magic tonight. Obviously, it's the title. Chat about it, certainly. Because I grew up in probably the worst era for that kind of stuff, the 80s and the 90s, where really, I mean, all's fair in love and war. But, there's this Anne Rice book, Merrick. It's one of the, it's sort of a vampire book, sort of a witch's book, sort of those two lineages she kind of weaves together. And there is, I wouldn't even call it a love spell. I would call it make somebody your love slave spell. It is, I won't say the worst spell I've ever read, not in terms of writing. I mean, come on, Anne Rice wrote it. But in terms of the oh dear, just oh no, oh, there's a kitty, protect me, just a little too much. And I have seen spells, really psychic flypaper. Just no love in it. No love in it. No. So we can have fun talking about all of this stuff tonight. Right. Hello, Donna Bella. You know what? My contact lenses, I put them in this chemical solution that you're supposed to put them in, right? To super clean them or whatever. And they're wicked foggy. Just my eyes aren't used to it or whatever. There, now I can see you better. I just don't like it when the top of the laptop appears on camera. Let's see how far I can go. Oh, see, no, there. There we go. Perfect. Leo rising much? I think so. So our standard rules do apply. 11 p.m. we will make our wish. I do have a fresh bottle of pure filtered water here. Should I thwart the fan, which I already have, I have to stay hydrated. So, you know, the first thing I do when I click off here is I run to the bathroom, which is right there. It's like maybe a little more than 10 feet away. Yeah, so, and we'll do our usual thing. But I really want to take your questions first and foremost. Like there are some very, very basic stuff that we can talk about in magic in general. I taught witchcraft for so long. And my stuff on Vimeo is really good. Oh, I didn't tell you, and well, I might have told you. I was going to cancel my Vimeo account, and they gave me like a good discount because I had been with them since 2016. So I was like, okay, so my Vimeo stuff is up for another year. We'll see next year. Because I do watch the numbers there. People watch the trailers, but you know, I should really take the prices down. Maybe I'll do that. I'll drop the prices. We'll see if it moves them a little bit more. Because they're classes, but I can't wait to do new stuff. And how could I forget Skillshare? I am going to be eventually probably integrating the site Skillshare so that I can teach out of my home with video, right? It's a video platform. They're specifically for that. Mostly it's arts and crafts, but I'm going to teach a different kind of craft, but not just witchcraft. I taught witchcraft for so long. I want to teach some of the new stuff and some new takes on the old stuff. So in order to do that, obviously I've got to raise a little extra money. So any money that you super chat to me, I mean, it all goes into the Drawing the Circle corporate bank account. We are an S corporation. I started Drawing the Circle in 1998 before LLCs were a thing, right? Otherwise I would have had an LLC. No. The paperwork I have to go through, well, my CPA has to go through, is quite tremendous every year. But that being said, any of the money that comes from my YouTube channel in general, but in particular the super chats, it's all going to go to buy a 6x4 foot dry erase board that I can keep behind my couch and then pop it up on the wall. I'm going to have a friend of mine sort of install it, whatever that means, take it on the wall. I'm not that mechanically inclined, can you tell? So yeah, anything that you want to super chat me in that little $sign bottom there, thingy hoo ha doodah, you feel free to do so. And if I have to do tricks for it, I will, because I'm the fun one. And people have just been telling me how much they love my baby broom. I got it on Amazon. It is technically an air wand, because it's the size of a wand or a staff, but it's a broom. So it's element of fire with element of air, or at least that's how I roll. Thank you, Lavola, darling, $2.99. Thank you, sweetheart, so very, very, very much. May you be blessed with all the love you desire every day of your life. Yeah, let's not start paying me for blessings, though. That's a little cheesy. But I'll give you the blessing anyway. May we all be blessed with all the love we desire. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of love spells ain't exactly love spells so much as they are attraction spells. I have to watch my mouth. I'm on. I don't think booty call. I don't think booty calls are going to violate the terms of conditions and all that stuff. No, I think the guidelines. I think we're okay for that. Hello, Deep Soul. Well, hello. I love you, Lavola. But we're going to get into all of that. What time are we at? Oh, we still have plenty of time before our 11:11 wish as the room populates. It looks like we got 6 people in here, myself included. So do shout out if you like. You know, there are plenty of people who come into the room and just sit in the back and don't say anything, and that's fine. They're completely entitled to, allowed to. That's how it rolls here. And I'm okay with that. But I will make a brief comment. I did 3 of those twin flame readings today. I mean, really, they're a bit much. Have you noticed? Sorry, I'm getting all sorts of messages here. Later. Those twin flame, I mean, particularly when it starts hitting my own signs and my own soft spots, I'm like, really? Again, does this have to happen now? You know, I used to try doing a reading for myself beforehand to kind of like vent the energy. It doesn't work that way. At least not for me. I don't know how other readers do it. Or do they just ignore any possibility of it being anything directly related to them? But you see, I'm already living pretty much in 5th dimensional consciousness, so it's unity. You see it everywhere. Whatever. I keep doing it the wrong way. I love this thing so much. Thank you, Deborah Ann, if you're ever watching this. She's that was very, very kind of her to send me this. So I have a couple of things on the table. You know, the usual stuff, but I've got my statue of Eros, and I've got my statue of Aphrodite. It's actually Venus de Milo. It was a cordial glass, and the top broke off. I was like, I'll take the, bet your ass I will. Plus, I'm wearing the ring of Aphrodite, the totem of Aphrodite. Oh, hi, there she is. There's our D. Hansel. You must have felt your internet ears burning. I mentioned you before, darling. And there's our Mari. Oh, yay. Though it looks like most of the band's all here. I am very, very happy for that. You know, it's the thing about being a Dionysus archetype. You tend to just magnetize to you mad women. Now, of course, they were considered mad women for the culture at the time. Oh, hello, Caesar. Oh, I don't even know. CRRDRVN. Kurdvern, thank you, Kurdvern. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Thank you so incredibly, very, 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 very much. I do love a good super chat, don't you? Gets my adrenaline pumping, gets my chakras flowing. Now, that's not to say that my chakras are for purpose, but, you know, energetic reactions are energetic reactions. They're biophysical. Boogie, oogie, oogie. Yeah. Oh, song lyric. That was delicious. That was delicious. So I also have a candle because I've been keeping this candle going. I mean, I don't keep it burning all night long or set my home on fire. But I figured as it gets a little lower, depending on how much time we have, I don't care if we go over tonight, do you? I don't care. Let's go over, I get to say. I love when I break my own rules that don't matter at all. Going to anoint it with a little oil, and if you're nice, I'll tell you what's in this bottle. Oh, right, but I've got the Totem of Aphrodite. This is an Alexandrite that was actually the wedding, my wedding ring from my first marriage, but I don't wear it on this finger anymore, and I buried it in the earth for a year and a day to purify it, so it's okay. I am not giving up a rare Alexandrite. I'm sorry. I don't care who the guy was. Queen archetype, anybody? We have a thing for jewelry, the queen archetype. Girl, woo! But I would never be a drag queen, not because I don't adore them, but because I can't take all this hair off this buyer. It's too much. So I've been hunting for bear today. Got myself one for about 45 minutes. It was lovely. Let's see. Hey, would you ever consider doing a video on your top tarot decks or mention them in your videos here and there? I always do, though. I always call out the decks that I'm working with. When, like, every single video I say, this is the Daughters of the Moon. I will tell you this. My two favorite tarot decks, no question, because I use them in everything I do practically, particularly if there's a divine feminine and a divine masculine thing going on here. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. I originally had it in black and white. A friend of mine, when I was 19 years old, so I'm just keeping my eye on the time, read me on this deck, a black and white version of it at a party. We were interdimensionally fixed at the time, however you want to call that, and fell in love with the deck. And I had pretty much been reading with it ever since. The Mythic Tarot I might have had around the same time. Juliet Sharman Burke, this is where I learned that the court cards really are zodiacal once you remove the pages. I don't necessarily care for the pages. This deck doesn't have them. It has Maiden, Mother, Crone, not Knight, King, and Queen. But I absolutely adore these two decks in tandem. Otherwise, tarot, if it's just a variation of the Rider-Waite, I'd rather use the Rider-Waite, but I don't. I have a deck, but everybody uses it, and I started on the Rider-Waite when I was 12 years old back in the 80s. Right. It's been a long time. You with me? Yeah. Love me some silver jewelry all the time. Me too. Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm a silver jewelry addict. What's that? SJA, silver jewelry, no, whatever. Oh, hello, Anita. Hello for career driven. Got you. Sorry, it took me a minute. Welcome, Anita. Hello, sweetheart. I know some of you all come in here with like magical names and stuff, and I have no idea who you are. I don't know. I suck at names anyway. Oracles, I mean, obviously, it's not an oracle deck, but Matt Kahn's healing mantra deck might as well be. Marcus Welby. It's really helpful. I mean, I really consider that more of a healing tool than a divinatory tool, but I do ask the divine ascended masters to speak through them. But otherwise, I mean, in terms of like oracles, because I mean, I don't know, I like literal ones. You know, going outside, the frog is sitting there staring at you, you know, like the literal, like kind of stuff that just happens in life. But those are few and far between. Having images of that show Secret Circle, the ravens that would just fly around the house. It's like, I think that might be a sign of something. Oh, we've got a minute till our wish. Get your wish ready. Get your wish ready. Get your wish ready. Hello, Between the Worlds. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. For the well-being of all. So motivate, and so it is. That was an easy wish. Okay, cool. We're gonna actually go right into our thing. Let's do our opening prayer, and because we got a lot to unpack, and I might make this tonight part 1, tomorrow night part 2, so that part 3 will be Friday. Waxing Moon in Libra on a Friday is just love magic written all over it, and we'll talk about why. But first, let's do a little prayersy-waresy, shall we? Shall we? Surely. Little gay chipmunks, breathe. I didn't call you little gay chipmunks. I forget what those. Yeah. Shall we? Surely. Breathe. Most of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but some of you do, and you're giggling. Take this time to tune into your body. Focus on your breath. Nothing fancy schmancy. Just settle in, right? We had our schmooze time. People will probably be popping in and out of the room all night. I'm keeping an eye on the chat as we go. So take this time to just surrender to your breath. Give your body the breath it wants. Whether that's deeper or slower. Or just an aware breath. A breath that you are aware of in the present moment. Drawing your attention from your head into your heart as you feel the rise and fall of your sternum with every inhale and exhale. And the love of the divine, the love of the universe, the love of your nervous system, so complete and unconditional that you don't even have to focus on your breath to keep breathing. It's hardwired. You can go without food for a while. You can go without clothing. Some of us for a really long while. You can go without shelter, but you can't really go without breath. Every breath is guaranteed by a source that loves you. So as you relax into that idea, it is from this place I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, particularly the gods and goddesses of love, we surrender this time spent together to you. May it serve your purposes, because we're here only to be truly helpful. We're here to represent you who sent us, so we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do, because you who sent us are directing us. So we're content to go wherever you wish in this conversation, knowing that you go along with us and that we will be healed as you teach us to heal. Please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom. That we may feel the love we desire, that we may be the love that we desire, and that we may draw to us the love we desire in every shape and form, because we are worthy of all the love our hearts desire. So may we not just be channels of this love. May our true identity as love gently reveal itself to us, each in our own way, at our own pace, in our own timing, so that our love magic becomes every blink of our eye, every breath that we take, every move that we make, because we know you're watching us for the well-being of all, in perfect love and in perfect trust of the gods alone. So motivating. And so it is. Oh, hi, now I'm ready. Let's throw down, shall we? Woo, take a moment. Yeah. Ooh, that do call for a thwarp and a sip. That sounds like a good t-shirt, doesn't it? I need a thwarp and a sip. You know, it's so obvious that what the world needs now is love, sweet love. In case you're wondering why I'm laughing and taking a sip, that every time I throw up the fan, sing out of nowhere, because it happens all day long, or work a song lyric into a conversation as though it were not a song lyric, as if totally by accident, I take a sip of water. It's how I keep myself hydrated. It's like our drinking game, but it's just water. We will eventually get back to playing that with a little bit something stronger once I have someone to babysit me, because that could be a lot of wine in there. No bueno, falling off the chair, hitting my head. My boys would have to eat me. It would be great. So how would you detect if someone throws a love spell on you? Well, let's just start with something simpler than that, but is connected. What is love anyway? Does anybody really love anybody anyway? Just Howard Jones did us. The love spells that we are most susceptible to are the ones from movies and books and television, the romantic delusions and illusions that cast spells on us romantically. What? Yeah. In other words, indoctrinated pretty much since childhood. I mean, come on. Prince Charming was cute. Even the animated version, just the archetype alone, right? And then once upon a time, oh, he's so cute. I just want to bite his little nose off. He was so cute, right? So we are like emotionally conditioned with this stuff practically coming out of the womb, right? So before you're worried about anybody else casting spells on you, what are the spells you have cast on you? Because 9 times out of 10, they are the chains that bind. Now, there is some truth in the fairy tales. True love does conquer all. And true love does break all curses because it's unity consciousness fully embodied, right? You take it up a notch. So that's what we're really talking about. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. You Burt Bacharach us? Aw, Burt Bacharach. I can see the millennials looking at each other and there's nobody there, just going, it's all right, kids. It's all right. It's all right. It's elder time here. See, be nice to people. You get to look like this in your 50s. What can I tell you? Lead a good life-ish. Have fun, though. Hello, Mr. Michael. I did see you jump in the room, by the way. But now to get to your point beyond the worlds, your question, I think that I have wondered that myself. All right. This comes down to how clear your intuition is. If you notice a sudden change in your feeling towards somebody, then perhaps there is some manipulation in play. But here's the thing about love magic. A lot of what love magic isn't about love at all. It's about control. So it's not then technically love magic, is it? This is why I have said for decades, you go watch the love spells class on Vimeo, on my Vimeo page, Witchclass Cycle 2, Class 2, love spells. It's the most dangerous form of magic, in my opinion, because it involves the human heart, not the divine heart. The divine heart is encased within the human heart, right? It's that heart chakra, that eternal pulse of the divine, that love that you truly are. That can't be controlled. right? So there's a bit of delineation about who we really are. We are souls that have come into this body to play roles as genders and to have relationships, because souls evolve faster in physical form and then they leave. It's just like going to the gym. So all these twin flames and soulmates and soul contracts and all of that stuff, it's all scripted. So then what is the point of spell work or love magic for that matter if it's all scripted? Because it's a symbolic art form that gives you the psychological space you need to actually hold the energy of that which you want before it shows up in form. It's like working out. It's like stretching. So the whole point of love magic, if you're using it to control somebody, to make them love you, I don't really think that, oh, it's going to backfire and blah, 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 blah. I just think what you try and hook, you get hooked to. Because even if they fall for it, you're going to be trying to re-up that spell the second they don't call, right? So it's a psychological trap. But I also believe that when people do that, that's a process they have to go through. In other words, you got to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? It's just how it is. That's just how it is. Like RuPaul, yes, coined that phrase, but the truth is what the truth is. And I would highly recommend that you start with inviting love in through spell work, and not just love yourself. Key, fundamental, foundational, essential. But that's got to be done every day. That's a relationship. That's not a spell once a month or twice a month. That's part of the path. And to me, that's essential on the path of true love. So I think if someone has put a spell on you, I say I don't really fall for that anymore. I mean, maybe it's true someone can manipulate you, but then it's by definition not a love spell. You are being controlled. And that's why I think regular energetic maintenance is a good idea, right? Not just smudge yourself. Lord knows there's more than that. What's your daily spiritual practice? I pray every day. Really, anybody who tried to manipulate me through magic, right? I could just imagine the lightning of Zeus traveling back to them and shocking the crap out of them, right? Because I have given my life to love, but big love. It's not the right word, is it? Universal love, divine love, true love, an embodiment of true love we all are. I'm just really chonking away that excess marble on the sculpture the gods created. And I don't know, I think I look pretty good so far. Just need a little buffing here and there. Don't we all? Let's see. I've never felt inclined to do a love spell because I want to be chosen. I haven't been chosen ever. They all try to manipulate me. Any spells to block that? Well, here's the thing. You can't be manipulated. Well, first of all, you can't be manipulated if you know there's manipulation in play. Right? Consciousness, consciousness, consciousness. If you're aware that, well, they'll say don't hate the player, hate the game, but still keep an eye on the player, right? If you follow your intuition, and I'm not saying this works for me every single time, honestly, I have been manipulated by men in particular, romantic, and let's be clear, right now we're talking about the romantic sexual stuff. But remember, love magic doesn't begin and end there. Love magic is about blessing your house and blessing your children and blessing your family and feeling the love. In other words, you're not doing magic to feel love. You're doing magic to make space for the love that you are to rise to the surface and then outward, blessing the quantum field, and then through indirect manifestation, bringing you experiences that match that emotion. That's how it works. And that's why you can do love magic that could bring you physical health, and love magic that could bring you material wealth, right? Health, wealth, wisdom, adventure, all taking the time to open your heart in different ways through different experiences. Sometimes you can do it through dance. I mean, I have danced some spells. Wonderful book, Gabrielle Roth, Sweat Your Prayers. How do I remember? Oh, right, I have librarians and my spirit guides. Gabrielle Roth, Sweat Your Prayers. Brilliant book about dance and prayer. Unbelievable. to sing it. Like there are songs that'll come into my head and I will just sing my heart out, right? That's a spell. And I know I'm being a little hippy-dippy flower child here. Not really, I'm from New York. But to really, really get that, a lot of love magic is just making time and space to love yourself, right? To take the time, the space, the breath, right? The intention. And that's why tonight's intention, when we're going to do a little bit later before we're done, we're going to play with the intention of I intend to feel the love I want, right? Like even, like that's a really good candle spell. That's a really good, oh, well, tonight, because the moon is in Virgo, I am working with a stone, right? Element of earth, my Alexandrite. So, you know, it's just, and it's so easy with the ring. Oh, you know what's another good ring for this? Where is he? There he is. The Totem of Hephaestus, which has a wheel within a wheel. I love these little spinner rings, right? These are really, really good because they become personal prayer wheels or spell wheels. You just enchant them. And you can just be in a meeting like first date, right? I want you to want me. I need you to need me. A horrible spell, by the way. I'd love you to love me. I guess that's okay. I'm begging you to beg me. Oh, that's not even passive aggressive. That's passive passive. You get what I mean. Everything's a magical tool when you know how to look. With some special high test ingredients as needed for sure. However, I want to be chosen. Also, Maury. See, now here's the thing. If you seek to be one of the chosen, simply choose yourself. Oh my God, Solara, 1990. It is true. You know, one of the things that has happened to me over and over, and I can relate, is that others have chosen others over me. Why? Because people can't handle my light all the time. Oh, you can handle it on YouTube. But when it's coming at you, I'm a juggernaut. I'm well aware. But you know what? I just refuse to tone myself down. I have very, very good manners. I went to private school, darling. I am, I would say, cordial and kind most of the time. I do have an edge. I have a brilliant sense of humor. Relatively decent skill of self-esteem within myself. Self-esteem is a verb, not a noun when you boil it down, all right? But I choose me. I choose me. Are you kidding? I stepped back and looked at my life, the life of Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. And I said, what a brilliantly written character. Like I looked at my own life impersonally from the point of view of an actor, which is sort of what a soul is. And I was like, you know what? I'd play this one again. I would play this role again. I would come back as Mark Angelo Lyons. God, I wish I could remember the stuff from the time before. We don't. But that's what's called meta incarnation. I love Mark Angelo Lyons, and that's the funny part. Until I really extricated Farm Boy from my life, and for those of you who are new, I'm not going there right now. But that came as a result of me choosing me, instead of waiting for him to choose me. And he chose somebody else, and the person he chose was cheating on him already. Hey, I'm still Leo, rising, Mars conjunct. Besides, I doubt he watches my channel anymore. And if he does, hey, babe, call me. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my YouTube channel. Text me, maybe. By the way, that is such a good song still. I know at the time we're all rolling our eyes, but Carly Rae Jepsen, it was her one hit, and it's wonderful. I really think we should send her a little bit of the love, too. Let's see. What do I mean by chosen marks? I don't want to have to chase someone down for them to just continue to want me to chase them. But then we're looking at the dynamic of the chaser and the runaway. Typical in twin flame relationships. When you get that every relationship that you have is helping you become love, learning to love yourself, and it's either twin flame, you're teaching each other how to love yourselves, which is the readings that I do every month that drive me up a wall, but they're accurate apparently. And then soulmate, the ones that you help each other, right? Healed. There is that symbiotic, easy flow of love. And the thing is we want them so much in the romantic form that we really do ignore it in every other form, our soulmates. And so that was something that I was like, okay, fine, I'll embrace my soulmates that I already have, you know, little Aphrodite brat that I can be sometimes. And all of you started showing up. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're soul family. We help each other heal by definition, the work that we do here. Yeah, some of us may never meet face to face, but does that matter in unity consciousness? No. So I have become a better person because of our relationships, even though none of us can be within 6 feet of each other. And because many of you live around the country, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But this is the situation that we're in. And I can say that I love you all. Yeah, I do. We all have flaws. I don't know that we'd all want to live together, but you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't want to do communal living. Oh no, honey, I'm a Virgo. Stay out of my space. No, 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 no. But if we're talking real love magic, then blessing everyone that you know with love is a great place to start. Here's what makes magic work for me as even beyond fire, earth, air, water, spirit, just the chakras, right? Taking it down from the 8th chakra into physical form, because that's what you're trying to do. I mean, how often do you, let's do spells so that nothing happens. I guess maybe that's a protection spell, or like, you know, Piper Halliwell, you know, freeze it. You know, it's built in with the sound effect. You start with air, the thought, right? You add fire, will, desire, how much you want it. You got to get the emotion. That's where the quantum starts to move. When you start feeling the emotion of what it would feel like to have that experience, be, do, or have, right? And then some sort of symbolic action, right? To bring it into form. It's the same thing as inspiration coming down into the crown chakra. You start thinking about it. You choose it. You chew. Oh, I choose this. I choose that. Let's do that. You swallow it. It hits your emotional field, right? Air, fire, water, and then earth out into the world. Same thing with Reiki. Same thing really with prayer, that we download, it's a really good word for it, energy in order to bring it into form in some way, shape, or form, right? So the emotional part of it is great, big, huge. And that's why every day you can be doing love magic, just opening up your heart. Because as you do that, your vibration is going to raise. And as your vibration raises, you're going to see things differently. And things that you once thought that you could not do without, because you are giving yourself the love that that situation can't, it demagnetizes. It breaks an electromagnetic link. We never totally separate because we're all one, but the attachment is no longer there. And darlings, that is so much easier said than done. But that's the path of true love. So on the path of true love, you can cast spells every single day. You seriously can. But when you do it as almost an exercise to feel what you're feeling, emotion, energy in motion, you're bringing it into you to feel that love. But if you're like, no, I'm not feeling that until they call, I'm not feeling that until somebody chooses me, then you've just made it conditional love. And conditional love, for lack of a better word, sucks because it's control and it's not love at all. It is false love, not true love. I'm taking a sip just because I want to. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold an angel in a centerfold. Angel in a centerfold. I rewrote those words in my head to be about a guy, of course. His soft, fuzzy sweater. Sweater? What's a sweater? It must be made of leather, his sweater. Aren't I just a sexy Virgo beast? Which is sort of a contradiction in terms. 3, right? Sexy Virgo. Beast? A beast that cleans itself. Like a cat. Wow. So does anybody have any questions on this love magic stuff before we get into the practical? Because I do like lab. Spell lab. Ooh, maybe that's what I'll do on Skillshare. Oh, super chat me so I can get all the everything I need to do it. Oh, I would do that spell lab. We would take one spell. Oh my God, as a potion witch. Oh, I could even set that up in my kitchen, couldn't I? Ooh. Ooh. Lately, all the men who try to date me come across as super wanting to control me. And it's like, go away. Well, then let's look at that. People have, not even my mom can really control me. So that's number one. So sometimes what I like to do is just sit back and watch when they try. I know it's a little cruel. It's like the red dot with the cat. Like, you can't catch it. But it's like, go ahead. You exhaust yourself on that trying to control me. I've given my life to the gods, baby. Like, maybe that's part of it. Only I have to feel good about my choices. So you look at that, right? Control dynamics are so psychological. So what is the opposite of control? Allow. That you want someone who allows you to be where you are. So it's not that thing of, oh, it's a mirror, therefore where am I not allowing myself to be how I am? That may be part of it, but if you're already doing that loving what arises thing, I cannot recommend the work of Beck Khan enough on this particular subject. I mean, he's been through it. Like, I don't know his personal story. I mean, he writes about it in his book, but you know, and it's not for me to talk about. This is not a gossip channel. No. But there is that thing of that inner child work. Like, we talk about inner child work on this channel a lot, but how often do you do it? Like, I do it every day. I start my day with it in bed, right? To get that heart moving, because that child is not always going to be like, yeah, love me. It's going to be, I don't like being controlled. How dare they try to control me? I, ready? Hate them. Right? Right? That child inside of you all of a sudden goes, mine's a kitty cat, obviously. So to breathe through that and to love that is probably more healing love magic than anything you can do with a candle, a crystal, an herb, and an incantation. Just saying. Consistently done, right? So that's like daily devotional. You know, so just give it a shot every day. So instead of choose, what word would I use? I want the one the gods want for me. But I'm a mystic. I don't expect because you think, well, if I only accept the lovers that the gods want for me, I'll never be in love again. No. What you want, the desire. This is why spell work can be helpful. It helps you clarify your desires and bring them into form. Now, don't get attached to your desires. The only reason you're focusing on what you want in terms of what and why is so that it gets the emotion going. So, what do you want? Well, tonight actually I was doing Wim Hof breathing before this, and they gave me the mantra tonight. They said, I intend to feel the love I want, or I want to feel the love I desire. Play with that. So there are essentially three plugins, three blanks that you could fill in. So I want, I intend, I desire to feel the love, to feel the bliss, to feel the what have you, the warmth, the acceptance, the approval that I want, desire, intend, right? However you want to play with that. You'll probably hear me do it a couple of different ways and a couple of different times, but that's working the spell, like working the dough, right? It's like you have to, it's not like, oh, flour, water, salt, sugar, poof, right? It's like, no, you have to actually knead, K-N-E-A-D, knead the dough. Right? And so working the spell, making it malleable. You can think of me while you're doing it if you like, right? Yeah, think of spells as, well, it is a magical art form, but so is dance and so is voice. Like, there are songs that when they come into my head out of nowhere and no one's around, because, you know, I don't do it in public, but in the car I will. Sometimes I will even pull over if an emotion starts moving through me, and I give myself that space to sing that song, maybe not at the top of my lungs, but at the top of the emotion that I can. And tears run down my face, and then, okay, let's keep going. That you can do love magic in so many different ways. How about just the simple words, I bless you with love? 5 words, I bless you with love. I bless you with love. And then, you know, oh, here, I bless you with love. 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 Now, it seems like an affirmation, but it's actually a magical action. if God is love, then you are kind of saying, God bless you, Goddess bless you, may you be blessed with, you know, however. But you could also say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Now, what you're doing is becoming more comfortable with those words and those emotions. It goes into the nervous system, the soul registers it and sends it out into the quantum field to please bring us more experiences that help us feel that way. Indirect manifestation. That's why somebody casting a spell on someone is too direct. It doesn't work. It's like trying to look at those little floaties in your eye. Do you ever try to do that? You just can't. It won't stand still because you're using too much force and you're trying to control love. Doesn't work. It's like trying to throw a shadow at the sun. Doesn't work. Just saying. Yeah. We good? Good. I think I'm caught up. I think I'm caught up with everybody here. The Julia Child of Potions. Save the Levant. Dan Aykroyd, bless his soul, right? So let's do a little magical application, shall we? Get yourself comfortable. I'm going to move my tarot out of the way. Just stared at me, making me want to shuffle it. How dare you? I'm casting. Mama can't come right now. She's casting. So I'm going to do a little invocation for you. The moon is in Virgo. I'm a Virgo. I might have mentioned it before, like every single video that I ever do. I'm very proud of that for some odd reason. There's only one God that sits in the throne of Virgo. And by the way, if I get Skillshare, I'll teach you pantheons. I'll teach you the zodiacal way of finding your pantheons. I can't do that here. It's too involved. Just can't. But Dionysus sits in the throne. And what's interesting, he is my patron for the year, although he's my lifelong patron, what I call my natal patron. And my matron for the year is Aphrodite, who sits in the throne of Libra. So this Venus Libra thing going on this weekend is kind of cool. This week, actually. So I'm sort of working with my patron and my matron here. So I'm going to call him in. Now, I doubt he'll take over and possess me on YouTube, because that's a little weird. And we kind of have some agreements, but he is the wild god. So, shall we? Shall we? Yeah. All right. Everyone take a couple of nice deep breaths. All you got to do is relax. And you use whatever words, whatever breath pattern you want to do. Literally, when it comes to spell work, this is how I roll. You do what works for you. Whatever words come to you, say them, but feel how they feel. Because we're taking the air of thought and using the fire of choice and decision and desire to move some emotion, energy and motion through the body and hold it long enough so that it really flows out and gives the signal to the universe more opportunities to feel this, please. Good? And remember, Friday. Friday. Waxing moon in Libra on a Friday. It's Venus Aphrodite on Freya's day. Yeah. All warming up. Get yourself comfy and breathe. And I ask for my gods and my goddesses sacred. Aphrodite, Dionysus, be here with me now. Mother, father, matron, patron mine. Speak through me, work through me. May this be the best thing I have ever done. For the well-being of all, so mote it be. And so it is. So allow yourself to really just melt. Just melt into the comfortable place that you can be in, right? As comfortable as you can be without dozing off. But in case you do doze off, make sure that you are physically stable, right? That if you lean over, you're not going to burn your hair on a candle or hit your head. I believe the technical term is snuggly wuggly. Come on, folks, this is love magic, not algebra. And just know with every breath, you are breathing in all the chi, all the prana, all the life force, your own higher self, all that you need in every inhale. And letting go of anything that doesn't serve in this instant in the exhale. And that's automatic, not just because I said so. to really breathe here now, to give yourself that energetic space to just be as you are, is love unto itself. It is an act of love, creating space, taking time, slowing down. Because the paradox is, the more we slow down, the faster the energy moves. The more relaxed we are, the more alignment with Source we are. The more Source energy flows through us, which is essentially, when tuned to emotionally, true love. So now I just want you to call to mind something that you like. Just something that you like, something that you appreciate, something simple. I really like honey in my morning coffee with a couple of drops of vanilla extract and half and half. I really like the way that that tastes. And I really like my overtone purple for brown conditioning color. I really do like it. My coloring conditioner, I really appreciate that. And I like that. I like it a lot. And I really like making videos. And I really like doing readings. You get where I'm going here? Take a minute. Just have a little, if you can speak it out loud, monologue it. But even if it's inner monologue. I appreciate. I like laughing. I like relaxing. I like magic. I like spirituality. I like metaphysics. I like. And you've already changed how you feel. Using air, element of air, thought, focus, element of fire, choosing and deciding which thoughts, what it is that you like, and within less than a minute, your energy field has already started to expand with higher vibrational energy. In other words, you are loving yourself. Well, you could say you're liking yourself. You're bringing like and the vibration of appreciation into your physical form. This is magic. So then what are you thankful for? Yeah, we're doing praise, gratitude, love. What are you thankful for? Just simply, I am thankful for my home. And I'm thankful that my parents are healthy. God, I'm so thankful that my parents are healthy. I'm really thankful for booty call spells because they've come in handy, because they've brought me people who are really healthy in every provable way, shape, and form. And I'm really thankful for the spiritual teachers that have appeared to me along the way, both in the physical and the non-physical, giving me everything I need when I didn't get what I wanted. And I'm very grateful and very thankful for YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. Even though they're neutral forms, they've really helped me do what I love on this planet. So take some time, some breath. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? And you could amp it up a notch by saying, I wish I felt more gratitude for, fill in the blank. I wish I felt more gratitude for the new friends that I'm making. I wish I felt more gratitude for the healthy physical contact that I get with other humans in my life. And I give thanks. I want to feel more gratitude for my gods, my angels, my masters, my teachers, my higher selves. You're doing magic here because the next step up is love. What do you love? Who do you love? I love my gods. I love my path. I love my work. I love my creativity. I love the opportunities being given to me. And in a way, I kind of love all that I've been through, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll always love Farm Boy. And twin flame or eventual soulmate, I don't know. I love how much I've learned. I love that I survived it. I love how resilient I am. I love that no matter how many times I go to ash, I keep rising. And I keep getting better looking and younger looking. What the hey? What the ash? And I love my mom, and I love my cats, my boys, my Sebastian, my Balthazar, my Melchior, my Sabby Belzy Melky, and I love flirting with guys, and I love laughing with women, and I love nice hot sake on a cold winter night, and a nice ice cold rip the back of your throat out Pinot Grigio in the summer. I love hot tubs and swimming pools and swimming naked in the ocean because it feels like flying. I love prayer and dance and singing, all as sacred acts. And certainly I love to make love because I love you, love me, love. And I love Joan Jett songs working into spiritual practice and spell work. And I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby, because this feeling, even me joking around, is the feeling that you want with a lover. Want it to be fun. So let's add our mantra now. Ready? Play with it as you will. I intend to feel the love I desire. Right now, I intend to feel the love I desire. I intend to feel the love I want. I intend to feel the bliss I desire. I intend to feel the ecstasy I desire. I intend to feel the love I want. I intend to feel the bliss I want. I intend to feel the passion I want. I intend to feel the joy I want. I intend to feel the love I want. I intend to feel the pleasure I want. Keep going, silently or aloud. I'm going to call in the heavy artillery. Dionysus, sacred vine, dearest Lord, patron mine, draw me closer into thee, enter gently into me. Lord of passion, God of wine, fill me with thy light divine, take me now so all may see thy gift of sacred ecstasy. I intend to feel the ecstasy I am. I intend to feel the bliss I am. I intend to feel the love that I am. I intend to feel the joy that I am. I intend to feel the ecstasy I am. I intend to feel the joy that I am. I intend to feel the bliss that I am. I intend to feel the love that I am. I intend to be the ecstasy I am. I intend to be the bliss that I am. I intend to be the joy that I am. I intend to be the love that I am. Keep going. I'm going to breathe. I intend to feel the love that I am. I intend to feel the bliss that I am. I intend to feel the joy that I am. I intend to be the ecstasy that I am, the well-being of all, with harm to none. Yes, I will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. That just didn't need a Thorpe. That needed a Maple Thorpe. Goodness gracious. Things I do for you people on YouTube. Really? I'm making myself all psychically exposed. God, I need a towel and a shower. It's good, and a cigarette. I don't have any because I quit smoking. Hi. Suddenly I feel all naked. Together again. Hi, don't forget me. Oh my goodness gracious. How y'all doing? Y'all recovered yet? Yeah, I might need to take a shower after that. Yeah, right. New to your live. Hello, Brianna Rebecca. Hello. New to your live, liked, so hopeful as well. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I think we're good. Good. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say we're doing okay. Oh my God. Ooh. I know, aren't I just? I'm so easy to adore. I wasn't always. Oh, honey. Oh, thank God for healing and clips because they're very, very helpful. Look, Charlie, I'm almost got a mullet. Look, Charlie, it's Kaja Goo all over again. Oh, just get that off the back of my head. There ain't nothing like a hair clip, is there? Wait, I gotta do this right. Otherwise, I'll have strands, and I'm a Virgo. The Virgo Patrol will come and get me and take away my powers like it's Charmed. There we go. Much better. Oh, pretty. So giving you time to ground. Now look, there is the practice. Now you can stir that in your coffee, right? It's just how often do you want to take space and time for yourself throughout the day to actually feel love? And then you can get something like an essential oil blend. Aromatherapy, yes, you should go with organic, blah, 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 and find magical correspondences. But if it doesn't smell good to you and it doesn't trigger a good feeling, don't bother. Oh, thank you so much, Shelby, for the, yes, please super chat me. Send me some money if you like. Totally up to you. I mean, it is voluntary. It's not compulsory. But it's going to help me get to Skillshare faster, right? Getting the pen board and getting it mounted and paying the subscription fee. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's in this thing because I'm a decent human being. I'm not just going to torture you. It's a roll-on too. It's very economical. I got this from Scentsational, SCNTNSATIONAL in Huntington, New York, Long Island. I don't know if it still exists, particularly now. Who knows what exists anymore? It's a combination of blood orange essential oil and peppermint. Orange and peppermint is an ancient Sicilian love magic combo where you could take an orange. You don't have to use a blood orange, even a tangerine if you like, peel it, cut it up, and chop mint leaves into it. Like that was the original dealio. Because if you think about it, it's heart chakra and second chakra, although I don't know if our ancient Sicilian ancestors knew about chakras, but maybe they did. Very possible. Who knows? I wasn't there at the time, or if I was, I don't remember it. Please note the super chat was for the breathing. Why, thank you very, very, very much. I do love me some breath work. You know, like you want to do some serious emotional work, and I do mean serious. Check out rebirthing. Find a rebirther, though. Don't do it to yourself the first time. Be very, very gentle. It can be very volcanic in the emotions and the memories it brings up, just saying. That was my experience, at least. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. I really, truly, truly, truly do appreciate it. And we are just, a minute after midnight. Good. So we actually kind of, if we want to end, we ended on time. But I did want to leave you with some closing thoughts, right? yes, some of the cliches are true. That you do have to love yourself in order to love somebody else, because the more you get that, it's not a question of deserve, it's a question of worth. It's not about whether or not you deserve love. You're worthy of love because you're worthy of knowing the truth of who you are, and the truth of who you are is love. That's the spiritual truth and maxim. And if everybody knew that, really, all the violence and the racism and all that stuff would end overnight, because you'd be too busy being love. Just how it is, right? But we're all in different stages of that awakening. Oh, I don't know why it wasn't just letting me send. I don't know. That sounds like a technical issue. I have no idea about. And we all know that. Like, we all know you have to love yourself first. But here's the thing: if you think of it like a chalice, like if you want to go like all, you know, holy regalia on the whole thing. If you think of it a chalice that fills from within, you want to let it fill, and then you give of the overflow alone. That you're allowed to keep your chalice full. And that's why, if you've noticed over the past few weeks, even on YouTube, I haven't been cranking out the content. Why? Because I was burning out, which means I was pouring out my chalice too much between what I was doing here on YouTube, which I love doing it. That was the contradiction. It's like, but it's so much fun. But then I would take a couple of readings along with that, and then I was like, nah, and I will never phone it in. I can't. I love myself too much to phone it in, right? That's, I think, what the word phony really kind of means, right? It's like you phone it in. But that's a thing that I do for myself. So self-care is a big part of it. So let's come back. We'll revisit this topic tomorrow. We'll talk more about, like, if you want to talk about, you know, chants and words, you know, the spell ingredients, or if you like, bring some stuff tomorrow. I do believe that the moon is still in Libra tomorrow night. Let me just double check. Thursday the 23rd. Yes, the moon is, in Virgo. So so bring a crystal. Bring something. Maybe we'll do a little stonework or something along those lines, right? You are worth every penny. Thank you. I do try, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to throw shade at anybody. Well, not on camera, which work. But you know, the funny thing about YouTube is I'm like working my guts out, right? Spinning my chakras like wagon wheels for the public. And there are people who are, you know, I hate to say, just putting stuff on YouTube, and they're getting millions of dollars for it, where I'm actually putting my blood, sweat, tears, and souls into this stuff. But you know what? To each their own. It's part of my path, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing this forever. I thought I was going to be teaching forever. I still am, but life do change, right? So I have made the promise to the inner child in my heart, my innocence, the truth of who I am, and it was because of Farm Boy I had to go very, very deep into this. So even if I never see him again, and you know, whatever, I'll always be able to thank him for essentially wounding me so much that I had no other choice but to really learn how to love myself on a whole new level. And I already thought I had. I told that child, no matter what comes, no matter what goes, no matter who shows up, no matter who leaves, I love you. I am here. And if we end up being, you know, single the rest of our lives with gentlemen callers and my cats, all right, okay, fine. I just need to find, you know, I'm totally getting a practical magic flashback, the aunties, right? Although I'd rather live alone, but we'll see how that plays itself out, because maybe that is a quantum version of me, single for the rest of my life and just Dionysus archetype until I drop. Or maybe there is a happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, romantic, sexual soulmate marriage for me. It's what I've always wanted. And that man, he's going to get Olympic style expertise on the, well, way before the wedding night, because I'm me. But you know what I'm saying? It'll be a blessing upon the world. And isn't that true? If you got the love that you've always wanted and you're really ready for it and you have the scaffolding of it, think of what that's going to do to the quantum field when the two of you kiss for the first time. Really kiss, not just that first awkward kiss, which there's a lot in that kiss, but the one where you actually look into each other's eyes and in full vulnerability and yet total safety in each other's arms, you say, I love you. And they say, I love you too, right? That's like pulling a pin out of a grenade, love-wise, right? And it shifts the quantum field and it floods all of the unity with this divine perfume that Rumi wrote about, right? It's in the Tao Te Ching. It's in the Mahabharata. It's in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. It's in the Bible. It's in Barbara Cartland. It's in Erica Young. It's in Penthouse Forum. To each their own, baby, is what I'm saying. Divine love is divine love. And so be that channel of that. Get yourself ready. And love spells, love magic is certainly a way to do that. But love magic starts at home. Oh, I can't believe I ended it with that. Anyway, I love you also very much. I will see you tomorrow night. I will make the promise now, unless, of course, a gentleman caller appears out of nowhere. But I would let you know ahead of time that I wasn't recording, not who the gentleman caller is. Good. Maybe he just lived next door to you, Mark, so you both have your own spaces. Nothing says you have to be traditional. I don't know what that word means. What is this thing you call tradizione? What is that, European? But I gotta be a PN. I love you all so very much. It's water after all. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of the rest of the evening. My darlings, I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Night.